What up, YouTube? Topaz Yates here again with another episode of In Depth. See, here's where we go in depth on certain news topics that happened during the week and such, man, in which the news really doesn't give you the full story like I'm going to give you the full fucking story. So today, wanted to touch on Ghostface Killah coming out talking about dissing Action Bronson, man. And you know what? Action Bronson had this shit coming to him for a very long fucking time, you did. I'm happy that he finally got it. Now, for the longest, I've been telling people, man, that Action Bronson sound like Ghostface Killah specifically. And everybody who's really into music and such and know who the fuck Ghostface Killah is, that shit is not debatable. But yet, all of Action Bronson's dick riding fans, they all try to come out and say that he doesn't sound like him and all of that bullshit. So not that long ago, Action Bronson was put onto Sportsnation and such, which is a show that's on ESPN. Now, while he's being interviewed on there, man, a host came out and said, "You sound just like Ghostface Killah and such, man," and he didn't fucking deny it. In fact, Action Bronson came out and threw a little bit of fucking shade. And that moment right there is when Action Bronson lost his motherfucking mind. And he definitely needed to be checked. Because Ghostface Killah came out with a video saying exactly what he did after he threw some shade on him. He picked up the phone and called him the fuck up and told him, "You're going to fix this shit. You're not going to come out and talk bad about me when you taking my motherfucking style." And he agreed to it. He sent out a series of bitch-ass tweets, only like 5 of them, and then after he sent those tweets out, he deleted them off of his account. And that's the thing that made Ghostface Killah snap and made the video that he did and such. And honestly, I feel as though the damn video was corny, you dig, because if you gonna put that much production value on it instead of just turning on the camera and talking shit, then you definitely should have just made a diss track and kept it fucking moving. But that's really besides the point, because the important thing is what he was fucking saying, and everything he was saying was absolutely fucking true. Now, I really can't co-sign him making fucking threats and shit via YouTube and such, man, because we already seen how they did that shit to Young Thug. They will charge this man with terrorist threats and shit. But I definitely understand the fucking frustration, you dig? And this is really what I wanted to talk about here. This is the whole paying homage thing. Because everybody think that it's okay to, you know, take somebody's flow or take particular fucking lyrics and shit, saying that I'm just paying homage to this particular artist, when that is fucking bullshit. Because if you really wanted to pay homage to a person, you would cut them a fucking check. But none of these people are fucking doing that. Instead, they're going to try to steal the fucking lyrics, they're going to try to steal the flow, steal the delivery, which that's pretty much the same thing as copyright infringement. If it wasn't a fucking rapper that they was doing this to, the courts would probably agree. I mean, Action Bronson and many other MCs are taking copyrighted works and duplicating that shit in order for them to achieve on their own accord. I mean, there is no way anybody could tell if Action Bronson would have been successful if he didn't sound like damn Ghostface Killah. So Ghostface Killah definitely deserves a good portion of the money that he earns day in and day out. That's just how the legal system fucking works, you dig? Except for us. I mean, look at it like this. If you really wanted to pay homage and show how influenced you are by these particular artists, man, then you're going about it the absolute wrong way by sounding like him, because who the fuck else sounded like Ghostface Killah back in the fucking day? No fucking body. He came into the game sounding like himself, built himself up with some classic works, as he said in the fucking video. And that's the essence of a true MC. Much like Eminem came into the game sounding like himself, but yet so many other people out here want to sound like him in order to get their own success. Wow, that's not being true to who Eminem was. That's not paying homage to him. That's stealing off of him. See, what this really is people looking for shortcuts to reach particular audiences and such because they were once influenced by these individual artists. But then they get too fucking comfortable with it, thinking that they did it all themselves, and they can just go ahead and throw shade to the people that started and got them to where they really are, to keep it 100, and that is just not fucking cool. Like, if you had any respect for these artists that you so-called look up to, man, then you would treat them with respect. Or you'll build yourself up from the fucking bottom like they did with that fucking style. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there. And you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.